Today, we're diving into the most disturbing, eerie, and downright scariest American Dad episodes ever made. Episodes that aren't even pretending to be funny anymore. And one of them, it's so unsettling that fans still argue if it should have even aired. But we saved that one for last. Let's begin. Number 1, Best Little Horror House in Langley Falls. What starts off as a classic Halloween episode turns into a murder fest. Stan, being the overachiever psychopath he is, wants to build the scariest haunted house in the neighborhood. But after he gets humiliated by Buckle, a creepy neighbor with a house so scary that people vomit in terror, Stan loses it. So what does he do? He gets help from Roger, who naturally makes things worse, and then secretly arranges for actual inmates from a maximum security prison to be bussed in for Halloween night. Not actors, not cosplayers, convicted murderers, fresh off death row, still in uniform. At first, the partygoers think it's just a hyper-realistic haunted house. Everyone's laughing, until people actually start dying. One couple get chased after, and it's implied some people were even killed. The killers don't even hide it. They mingle, smile, then go full slasher mode. Steve is literally taken hostage and tied up. Stan, realizing too late what's happened, has to grab a shotgun and gun down wave after wave of real-life killers in his living room. By the end of the episode, there's a body pile, blood on the walls, and a final showdown with the last inmate holding Francine hostage. Oh, and yes, this is all 100% canon. Stan never faces legal consequences. The town just shrugs it off. Halloween, right? This was the moment American Dad stopped being just edgy and started becoming unsafe. Was Roger always this evil, or did something change? Number 2, the most adequate Christmas ever. Imagine dying, going to heaven, and then returning just in time to get into a machine gun fight with Santa Claus. This episode has one of the wildest tonal shifts in adult animation history. And somehow, it all checks out in canon. It starts when Stan ruins Christmas for everyone because he's obsessed with being the man of the house. He drags the family out to cut their own Christmas tree during a snowstorm and gets them attacked by wolves. Steve is nearly eaten. Francine gets attacked. And Stan, he dies, flatline, dead in the snow. But in classic Stan fashion, he refuses to stay dead. He begs God for a second chance and gets teleported to heaven, where he spends 7 years training to become a better man. In heaven time. When he finally returns to Earth, thinking he's won Christmas, Santa Claus shows up. But this Santa isn't jolly. He's armed, furious, and immortal.
I'm coming for you, Smiths! Here!
Why? Because Stan violated the divine order by escaping death, and Santa apparently enforces cosmic balance with an army of killer elves. What follows is a full-on holiday war. Santa storms the cabin, reindeer dive bomb through windows, the family fights back with assault rifles and bows, blood sprays on snowmen, elves die screaming, and in the end, Santa's sleigh crashes in flames while Stan drives a Christmas tree spike through his chest. But he doesn't die. Santa comes back in later episodes, and he remembers everything. This isn't just a standalone joke. This is a canon grudge match between Stan and the supernatural embodiment of Christmas. Number 3, Hot Water. This is it. The true horror musical of American Dad. Stan buys a hot tub, innocent enough, but it turns out to be possessed by the evil spirit of a murdered jazz singer, voiced by CeeLo Green, and this spirit wants Stan all to itself. The horror starts subtle. The tub talks sweetly.
Hey boys, y'all come to party?
Plays smooth jazz, convinces Stan to quit his job.
If the bubbles feel good, hop on in and let me take you away.
Distance himself from his family. Relax, it whispers. Let me take care of you. Soon Stan is under its spell, but the tub gets jealous. When Stan tries to leave it, it kills. His boss drowns. His co-worker's car explodes. Every murder happens to the sound of eerie, auto-tuned jazz. Then it gets worse. The tub pulls Stan's entire family inside it, traps them in a dream world, drowns them one by one, and just when you think Stan might save the day, he joins them. The final shot, an empty bathroom, the tub bubbling gently, music echoing softly as the screen fades to black. No explanation, No reset. The Smiths are dead, and the tub is waiting. But this next one, it doesn't just go dark, it goes biblical. Number 4, Raptures Delight. You want apocalyptic horror? This episode opens on Christmas Day at church, when suddenly the rapture hits. Believers ascend into heaven. Everyone else left behind. Stan is horrified to see Francine vanish. He didn't make the cut. From here, it's not even funny anymore.
Jesus is coming back for Armageddon!
The world spirals into madness. Society collapses. Demons roam the streets. Stan teams up with Jesus, yes, canonically Jesus, to take down the Antichrist. Francine becomes a prisoner in a raider camp. Roger opens a post-apocalyptic strip club, and Satan himself starts hunting what's left of humanity. Stan abandons his faith, grows a beard, starts chain smoking, and begins slaughtering demon cultists like it's doom eternal. The colors fade. The soundtrack turns ambient and oppressive. It's not edgy, it's bleak. And in the final scene, Stan, Jesus, and the gang storm Satan's fortress. A massive battle erupts. The camera zooms in on Stan's face, bloodied, broken, as light engulfs everything. We never find out what happens. No reset, no sitcom ending, just Judgment Day. Number 5, The Great Space Roaster. It starts off like any roast episode. The family makes fun of Roger. Harmless jokes, right? But Roger's ego isn't built for honesty, and when the jabs get too real, he snaps. The next morning, Stan finds a head in his locker. Steve's alarm clock explodes. Klaus gets boiled alive in a fishbowl. Roger becomes unhinged. Not just violent, meticulously sadistic. He traps the family in their own home, poisons Francine's meals, puts electric shocks in Steve's bed, replaces Stan's toothpaste with acid. He even murders their mailman just to send a message. It's not random rage, it's psychological warfare. Then, in the final act, he puts the entire family in spacesuits, locks them in a spaceship, and launches them into orbit. They wake up gasping, cold, confused, running out of oxygen, and Roger, he appears on the monitor with a smile. "Just kidding," he says. "Or am I?" And then he disappears. No resolution, no explanation, just the family, drifting alone in the void. Roger doesn't just go crazy, he becomes the horror. American Dad isn't just a comedy, it's a mirror, and sometimes it shows you things you wish you hadn't seen. So next time you're watching and start laughing, listen closely, because behind the jokes, there might be something watching you back. If you thought these episodes were disturbing, wait until you hear about the banned American Dad scenes that never aired. Click here to watch that breakdown next. And remember, don't sleep on American Dad, because it might not let you sleep.